Hey, what's up guys? Rob here and I'm back with another top 10 video. This is a request video by my good buddy Jillian. Definitely go check him out. I'll put his link in the description. He wanted me to do my top 10 favorite kids films. But I decided to split it up into two parts, two different categories. I want to do my top 10 favorite animated films, you know, like Toy Story, Incredibles, those kind of films, animated. And my top 10 favorite family films. You know, like The Witches or, you know, Good Burger, E.T., things like that. Live action. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to split it up into two categories. So this video will be my top 10 favorite animated films. I have some honorable mentions that did not make my top 10 list, and I will go over those really quick for you. First one here is An American Tail, 5 Goes West. These are films, of course, that I grew up with that didn't make my top 10. Of course, a lot of Disney ones, The Sword and the Stone. That's a classic one. Of course, Peter Pan. Basically, the majority of Disney films, the older ones, I really enjoy. Dumbo, you know, like Aladdin, and like The Jungle Book. Of course, this one, Beauty and the Beast. And there's a couple I don't have out here. Moana, I really enjoyed. Zootopia is a really good one. And then there's like G.I. Joe, the movie. I remember liking that a lot. Those are just ones that I don't have up here right now. But anyway, those are some honorable mentions. Now we're going to get to my top 10 favorite animated films, starting with number 10. And that is a movie that was produced by Don Bluth, and it was directed by him. It has, you know, Frank Marshall, Steven Spielberg, and Kathleen Kennedy were executive producers on this film. And it is An American Tail with Fievel. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie, but this is the beta version. It's a small tape. But you know, I have this, and like I mentioned, here's An American Tail, 5 Goes West. So yeah, these films are great, but An American Tail is definitely one that you know, it's definitely one of my favorites. So that comes in at number 10 for me as far as animated films. Coming in at number 9 is another Steven Spielberg film. Executive producer Steven Spielberg. Then you got Kathleen Kennedy, of course, and Frank Marshall. And this runs off of a TV series, but they made a movie that I used to rent over and over on VHS. Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Or it's actually How I Spent My Vacation, but I remember it being originally How I Spent My Summer Vacation, because that's what it is. For summer, you know, the Tiny Toons, you know, they go out and do stuff for summer. You know, like Plucky and Hammy go to Happy World Land, and then Buster and Babs, they are basically, they run into this like crocodile family and stuff, and like there's so much going on in this movie with different characters. I just enjoy it a lot. I like the music and the situations, the stuff that they get into. This is really a fun movie, and I was actually fortunate enough to stumble upon this DVD, and you know, I didn't even know it existed. I was like, should I get it on VHS? Because you can find the VHS copies, but I actually found it on DVD, so that's pretty cool. So, Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Vacation, the original movie, comes in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is A Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, this is a film that I can watch anytime. It's, you know, it's kind of a routine to watch it during Christmas time, but I actually like watching it anytime I want to. It's definitely a classic. Number 7 is, well, a no-brainer, The Incredibles. I really enjoyed this one. This one blew me away. Great cast, just like the family that has superpowers and stuff. I like this way more than Incredibles 2, but this one definitely left a mark on the animated movie genre. Let's see. Number 6 is definitely a classic animated film, and I remember watching this when I was younger. Also directed by Don Bluth, and it has Gary Goldman also as a producer, with Frank Marshall, George Lucas, and Steven Spielberg this time. And James Horner did the music. Now, this movie, you know, even though I saw it when I was younger, there are some scenes that really bothered me, and that is The Land Before Time, where they're searching for the Great Valley because food is running out and stuff like that, and there's Sharptooth who's after them, and the thing that happens to Littlefoot's parents, and the characters you meet along the way. I remember when this movie came out, they had the puppets toys that you can get at, I believe it was at Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut was selling these hand puppet toys of each of the characters. And I remember I got all of them, but here is the Blu-ray version of The Land Before Time. I know they have a lot of movies as far as like sequels or spin-offs or whatever of The Land Before Time. I haven't seen any of them. I just prefer the first movie. Okay, so that's number 6. Coming in at number 5 is a movie I used to watch all the time as well, and that is Transformers the movie. You know, the movie where Optimus Prime dies, and you know, Ultra Magnus basically takes over with Hot Rod. You know, you have Galvatron, you have Unicron. This is a fantastic movie. Great voice cast, like, you know, Judd Nelson, Orson Welles, you know, Leonard Nimoy. It's I was fortunate enough to find the Blu-ray steelbook of this. This is definitely one of the best animated movies ever made, and yeah, really happy I own it. But yeah, that's number 5. Coming in at number 4 for me, when it comes to Pixar films, this is definitely one of the best, and that is Finding Nemo. I really enjoyed Finding Dory, but Finding Nemo I enjoyed a lot more. But you, yeah, just definitely, this movie visually is stunning. All the underwater stuff, with the, you know, with all the different kinds of sea life, sharks, whales, turtles, different kinds of fish, manta ray, you know, it's just really, really cool visually. But it's a great story. You know, Nemo gets captured, and then you know, Marlin, the dad, has to go find him, and he meets up with Dory, voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, and they have to find Nemo. It's really, really cool. It's an adventure underwater, pretty much. Coming in at number 3, yeah, this movie is like a masterpiece in a way. The Lion King. I'll be interested to see what they're going to do with the live action. But yeah, what a story. You know, James Earl Jones playing Mufasa, who, you know, something happens to him, and his son Simba, who's small, has to take over the kingdom, or he's the rightful ruler, but Scar is running things with the hyenas, and so Simba ends up running away, comes back and as an adult to challenge Scar for the kingdom. Really, really cool movie. A little bit of a tearjerker in a way, but enjoy it. Coming in at number 2 is a movie that I grew up with, and it's still to this day one of my favorite animated movies, and that is Batman Mask of the Phantasm. With the Joker, you got Mark Hamill playing the Joker, Kevin Conroy's Batman. Yeah, Batman created by Bob Kane. Let's see, but yeah, this has the new character Phantasm, which is a female, and you don't really get to find that out until later on in the movie. Your angel of death awaits. Really cool movie, kind of creepy in some ways, but you know, based off the same kind of animation as Batman the Animated Series from the 90s. That was definitely one of my favorite shows. So yeah, Batman Mask of the Phantasm comes in at number 2. And number 1, my favorite animated film of all time, and it probably shouldn't be any question, Toy Story. Toy Story has it all for me. I love the characters. I love how the toys come to life, and then, you know, when there's somebody around, like a human, like they just fall flat, like, you know, play dead. And I love, you know, Tom Hanks and Tim Allen together. When it comes to Toy Story, like the first three movies they're great. Like as a trilogy, they're great movies, and the third one ended great. But now they're making a fourth one. I'm just kind of interested to see what they do. But Toy Story, yeah, I love Sid, the next door neighbor, who freaking blows up his toys and ruins them, and you know, they're trying to get away from him. Really, really cool. You know, you got Mr. Potato Head, and I just love this movie. The music and everything. The music choices were great. You got a friend in me. So, yeah, Toy Story is my #1 favorite animated film of all time. This is just my opinions, of course. You know, a lot of you would probably have a lot of the Disney movies up in your top 10. You know, like Beauty and the Beast is a classic. It is a classic. It's just not, you know, that's why they're honorable mentions to me. Like I feel like they are some of the best films, but I prefer these in my top 10. So, let me know some of your favorite animated films, or do a response video of your top 10 favorite animated movies. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And let me know some of the titles that I mentioned. And again, in the description, I'll put his link in there. Go give him a sub. Go give him some support. And I'll also mention him in my next top 10 video, which will be my top 10 favorite family films. And I got a lot of those. There's a lot to go over there. Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing these top 10 videos. So anyway, guys, this is Rob signing off. Thank you very much for subscribing, for stopping by, for leaving a comment and stuff. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.